This is not about money. This is about power.
Spoiler warning, Spider-Man doesn't appear in Kraven the Hunter, which also doesn't have a credits scene. However, Kraven does feature its fair share of Easter eggs. So today on ScreenRant, let's break open 5 of the biggest Easter eggs in what could be the last Sony Spider-Man Universe movie.
How the f do you know that?
The ID number of the prisoner who Kraven impersonates in the opening scenes is 0864, a reference to Kraven's first ever appearance in Marvel Comics. Before Kraven evolved into an occasional anti-hero in the comics, he was a straight-up villain who originally appeared in The Amazing Spider-Man number 15, which was first published back on August 1st, 1964. Kraven the Hunter was created by the same artist and writer duo who created Peter Parker, Steve Ditko, and Stan Lee.
We are predators.
As Alexei himself explains, he obtained his rhino-like mutation from the experiments of one Dr. Miles Warren. Although Warren doesn't appear in the movie, he's actually a scientist from the Spider-Man Clone Saga comic, also known as the Spider-Man villain Jackal. While Kraven himself is the only Sinister Six founding member in the cast, Jackal, Rhino, Chameleon, Foreigner, and Calypso are all extended members of the long-teased supervillain ensemble.
Intriguing.
According to Dimitri, his new chameleon-like powers are courtesy of a doctor in New York. And although he isn't explicitly mentioned, this can only be the work of the living vampire, Dr. Michael Morbius. And this is actually the only direct connection that Kraven the Hunter makes to any other Sony Spider-Man Universe movie. That being said, Chameleon was the first villain Spider-Man ever clashed with in Marvel Comics, a huge Easter egg in itself.
How is that not fun?
When Kraven gets injected with the Foreigner's special poison, he begins to hallucinate his greatest fears. And wouldn't you know it, the only animal that can really scare Kraven is the spider. It kinda makes up for the fact that there's not even one mention of Spider-Man or Peter Parker in the movie, which is probably for the better. If Kraven the Hunter is truly going to be the very last film in the Sony Spider-Man universe, then at least it ended with an accurate look from the comics.
Make it mean something.
After dusting off an old hunting vest he found in their house, the fur and leather family heirloom fits Kraven like a glove, finally giving the anti-hero his signature look from the comics. And while there are many other Easter eggs in the movie, these are the biggest ones we found. Despite Kraven supposedly being the final movie in the SSU, most of the biggest Easter eggs seem to lay the groundwork for Kraven the Hunter 2.
I am so confused right now.
But what do you think? Are you a fan of Kraven the Hunter from the comics or the movie? Tell us your thoughts in the comments, and thanks for watching ScreenRant.